Standards have been set and names have been made. But every once in a while, something comes around that simply cannot be duplicated. Not because they're different, but because there was never anything like it to begin with. Howard University, meet HUMI.
Y'all doing, and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get some for you and them little babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link is down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to Howard University for being all inclusive. Shout out to Howard for being all inclusive out here in these streets. Did Howard ever let all them people who were trying to start the school year without them paying all the money? Did they finally collect all the money, or did the students go to other schools? Shout out to Howard for being all inclusive. That's what's up. And how y'all doing, man? Welcome. Damn it, I'm sad, I'm down. I'm sad and I'm down. I'm all that at the same doggone time. We ain't finna be here long. And damn it, something always happening. Always going on with me. I just don't know. I guess life is life. Life is life, and y'all done made it. Thank y'all for being around here. Spread the love, spread the word, do all that. You say ain't Howard raggedy. I have no what I've been out there like a few times, so like that right there. I went, but I ain't go. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean. I went to Howard, but I ain't go to Howard. You know what I'm saying? I've been out there. I saw a whole bunch of bitches with no future, but you know, getting degrees. A whole bunch of low self-esteem, pretty bitches, but you know, bitches with no daddies and shit. Yeah. I've been around now. I sure enough did. Shout out to all the Howard graduates. Shout out to all the Howard graduates. You know, it's crazy. We could be so educated, but we just don't be educated in life. We could be educated in the subject, but we're just not educated in life. We're not educated in having partners and shit. We're not educated in being parents. We lack education in some area, well, but we educated in, you know, in stuff, in subjects, in careers. That's what's up. Shout out to D. Shout out to D for the $6 cash app. I appreciate that right there. Man, oh God, the 405 OKC, Oklahoma City. Oklahoma is up in the building. Y'all come on in and hit that thumbs up button, man. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. How many of y'all still smoking reefers? Y'all out here getting high? Y'all out here getting high. And don't be shamed now, because you grown. Like you grown now, so you should be grown enough to say it in front of your mama. Yeah, I smoke reefers, mama. Huh? Say it in front of your nana. Your nana, your nanny. That means something like that.
Say it in front of the people who you respect. Say it in front of pastor. Since y'all so grown, and I'm just sitting here thinking about it. Since y'all so grown, why y'all afraid to say stuff in front and or to people that I guess you respect? I know that we was raised like that, but it's time out for that bullshit. I thought that once we get grown and we all grown. I thought that the people who was before us, they grown, and once we got to be grown, then we all grown. And we all, like I say, deserve respect or something like that right there. But we all grown, so they have no problem with letting you know what the hell they do. Huh? They snort on Saturday and Sunday, and you afraid to say that you smoke a little reefers. Y'all play too much out here. But anyway, it's not about y'all. It's not about y'all. Hello and hello. What is the day? Tuesday? Tuesday, August the 19th. Listen, it's almost September. I always say this shit because it's almost the next month at the beginning of the month. I just don't say I curse with a pastor. I'm trying to tell you something. Oh, they is just humans. I don't. Y'all be too sensitive. Nah, that pastor. You got respect, pastor. Do pastor respect you? And what is respect? People say that they don't like to curse in front of people. I get it, because that's how we was raised. But is that being respectful because you don't curse in front of somebody? Huh? What if you still say something fly without cursing, but what you said may be disrespectful? I don't know. I said all that right there wrong. I'm trying to put the words together, but my head hurt. Shout out to Big Sam. Shout out to Big Sam for the $20 cash. He said 2 hour show, player. He said you always kept it 100. Listen. I can't do it. I can't do the 2 hours. I just, time wise, I just can't, because I'm supposed to be somewhere else and I can't be late. You know what I'm saying? So time wise, I can't be, but I wish I could. We got a few things to talk about. You know, we got a few things to talk about. Let me see if I can say that there better. What if what you is saying is still going to be disrespectful whether you curse or not? Huh? Because people will say that cussing is disrespectful, but cussing is just words in the Bible. Cussing is just words in the dictionary. Cussing is words in the dictionary that the masses said that these bad words, but they still words. I don't know. Yeah. Our community. You can't say that in front of them. Yeah. Like, hold on, dog. Because you done signed up for a little job. Do y'all understand that pastors and shit signed up for a job? You can't say cuss words in front of somebody who signed up for a job, but you cuss on your job. I don't understand. So your job is less important than the job that somebody else have. So your job don't deserve this thing called respect that you give to somebody else who fill out an application for their job. Is that what we doing? Shout out to Debbie for the $2 super chat. You say your thumbnail. You say I just saw on ABC World News. You is lying to me. I'm blowing up. You say Willie is a nurse and he got home care to do. Shut the front door. You say, Willie, is you on work release? It be feeling like it sometimes. Y'all. I promise you. You say, just like we go to church on Sunday and repent on Saturday. And repent for Saturday. Yeah. It's great. Shout out to everybody who go to the club and get on that good. But regardless of the situation, they always show up at church. Got to be more careful. And listen, if you is not stopping your substance use 6 hours before church start, you do know that you're still intoxicated when you get to church. In the Lord's house. You know what I'm saying? It is crazy. It is real, real crazy. Do y'all know that I know people? Hold on. So you'll get high at home, but you won't get high at church. No, I said it wrong. Hell, there are some people who will get high and then go to work, but they will not get high and go to church. I don't understand. Now that's something that I don't. When you going home, you will get high. When you going to work, you will get high. When you going to the family functions, you will get high. When you go to the grocery store, you will get high. When you go drop your children off the daycare, when you go pick your children up from school, you will get high. A lot of y'all will get high and go to court. Y'all refuse to get high and go to church. I don't understand when the Lord is everywhere. We got these funny ass places that we respect. It's just in our mind, and I do understand that we've been trained. I do understand that we have been trained. Us as cattle, we have been trained out here in these doggone streets. It's up here in the pride day of 34 years. Yeah. Anyway, I asked y'all about the THC. Did y'all know in Texas that THC is illegal? Huh? Got to be more careful. Look.
Says retailers to comply with new rules targeting certain THC products. Tomorrow's the deadline when new restrictions will force businesses to remove some of the items from their store shelves, leaving customers perhaps with some questions about what remains legal. Fox 4's Casey Stiegel live now with the changes that go into effect at midnight. Casey.
Hey, Heather, the dividing line is not simply whether a product can get someone high. It rests on which form of THC it contains and how that compound was created. Texas Supreme Court ruling cleared the way for the state to enforce its ban on Delta 8, Delta 10, and several related THC products. The ruling, which takes effect Friday, ends a years-long legal block that has kept Texas from fully enforcing rules it adopted in 2021.
Shout out to all y'all who was on that Delta 8 and Delta 9 and Delta 10 and stuff, because y'all can't get y'all hands on the real reefers. Go ahead.
It's going to be 50 up to 70% of what their product offerings are no longer compliant.
Sarah Wood is with the Texas Cannabis Policy Center, which opposes the new restrictions. She says licensed sellers already comply with strict testing and labeling requirements, and warns the new change could drive customers toward unregulated products.
These policies make our citizens less safe and free. Recriminalizing cannabis empowers the illicit market and puts regulated companies out of business.
The legal distinction centers on how the THC is produced. Delta 8 and 10 exist naturally in hemp, only in very small amounts. So manufacturers commonly convert other hemp compounds to create stronger doses. Delta 9 is treated differently because state and federal law specifically allow it in a naturally occurring form.
Why is people so concerned about people getting high? They thought by making reefers high in all of these states that people were just gonna be just getting high. Well, they was right that people were just gonna be getting high, but I do understand why they didn't want it legal. I get it, but it's stupid. I really do get it, but it's stupid because in certain states where it has been legal for a long time now, people is still doing them. People ain't really falling short of glory. People ain't doing like crimes and how they said that people just gonna start doing crimes and the numbers is just gonna be so high. They lied to us, y'all.
Provided it doesn't exceed a certain amount of THC by weight.
Yeah, and 0.3%.
Most products sold in Texas contain Delta 9 THC. The Texas Medical Association supports greater restrictions, arguing the market poses a risk, especially for kids.
And even last year, about 544 calls to our poison control center with children under the age of 5 ingesting these substances.
So y'all want to ban some shit because children under 5 has been exposed to the THC thing, right? So y'all want to take it from everybody because parents done failed the children. Listen to this.
Calls to our poison control center with children under the age of 5 ingesting these substances. So it is.
How the children get the reefers? Huh? We got to stop blaming the drug. Well, it ain't no drug. It's marijuana. We have to stop blaming the plant and blame the caretakers. Shout out to our Dodger Trap for being a member for 50 months. He said they say anything natural is unproven, unregulated, or untested, but will never test because it hurt their bottom line. They say trust nature, not these corporations. I'm with you all day long when you're right.
Public control, public health issue.
Dr. Bradford Holland says he's not dismissing potential medical use for THC, but contends products sold to the general public can vary widely in strength and purity at the moment, which is why they should face more oversight.
I can guarantee you that he smokes so much I guarantee you that he be on that reefers. I guarantee you. And he probably get that good. He probably get that good, that less cut. You know what I'm saying? You say, what about the kids who born drunk? Facts. They ain't gonna, listen, we not finna get rid of alcohol. And alcohol kill way more people.
That there needs to be much more regulation and testing before we make any higher levels available. But frankly,
y'all been testing marijuana for 60 or 70 years now?
We're very comfortable with the current law as it's going to be enacted.
All right, so the industry's court challenge is still active, but it has still not stopped tomorrow's deadline. Possession of the newly prohibited products could now bring criminal felony.
Tomorrow was last Friday, in case y'all don't know. But I'm just saying, I get so sick of these people be trying to make the rules and telling you what's good and what's not good. The shit that they say is good is killing us. The shit that they say is good is killing us. The shit that they say is unregulated and it's not good and it's not FDA approved and stuff like that right there ain't doing nothing to us. Harmful. Have y'all understood? Boy, I'm finna show you something. I'm so sick of y'all, ladies, this one is for you. Y'all, this one is for y'all. I'm finna show y'all something nasty. Now, if you got your churn in the room, dang, it depends on the age. Depends on the age. But if you got your daughters in the room, you can kind of keep them in the room. You can kind of keep them in the room because this goes with their future, huh? This what I'm about to show y'all goes with little girls' futures too. So here we go. This is how y'all out here acting. This how y'all out here acting. Now I just saw this and I'm gonna click on the sound. I don't know what the sound gonna do, but I'm just gonna go ahead and play it. Hold on. We all know what this right here is, right? I just want to know do we all know what this right here is. Huh? This is for educational purposes. Huh?
What the fuck you did? Like you was that motherfucker on the...
I don't even want to hear him talk. I just want to hear the video. Just come on back around. Hold on, pimp. I just can't believe it. Oh, this is from an adult woman. And listen, now the person who's showing us the video, that's a woman too. That's a woman. Look. This is a woman because the person has on nails, and because women wear nails. Well, our trans sister do too, but this is a cis woman. We're gonna go with like cis woman because I don't know why a trans woman would be using it. Well, maybe somebody just ran across it. Maybe it's not hers. But this is called a rose. This is called spending quality time with yourself. This right here is quality time with you. All you, by yourself. Say, bet that road stink. Say, that road dirty. You say, why the road so nasty? Listen, when you enjoying yourself and you exploding, and you just keep exploding and you don't clean up, you know what I'm saying? Say, that's like purse candy? What the hell? You say, why she touching it? She need gloves on, don't hold on. Let me see what somebody else had to say. You say that's caked up-ish on that thing. Oh. You say, chill out, I just woke up, gang. You say, what the hell? He said, I'm concerned ASF for her. Got to be more careful. That is a BV. I think that's possibly a BV. Ladies, y'all out here like that right here. You say, what the F I'm eating? Listen, so dog. Ooh. Now, you know what's crazy? This person is in the female's room. This is a female thing, y'all. This person is in the female room on the bed. I believe that this is this person's rose. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Move right along. I ain't gonna be much over you. I believe that that's that person's rose. Because you got the audacity. You got the audacity to lay up in the person's bed who rose look like that right there. Oh, that's probably like a girl on girl thing. Ooh, you nasty mofos out here in the street. Got to be more careful. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much on you. We got a granny. We got a nana. We got a granddana nana. We got a 2-year-old and a granny that got shot. Out in Kansas City. You know, they out here shooting. They out here shooting like a damn fool out here. But it's life. It's what goes on in the communities that we love so much, and the communities that we would die for, and the communities that we won't even buy the properties in our own damn community, and then to get upset if an outsider come and buy the properties in the community. We play too doggone much. Not really, we do. Y'all, we got gunplay. I ain't even much gonna hold you. A 2-year-old and a grandma that got shot amongst folk.
Myanmar out of a hospital tonight. 2 of the 4 victims wounded in a Saturday shootout. The pair caught in the crossfire.
And tonight we're hearing from the Kansas City grandmother who's making a plea for justice as that gunman or the gunmen responsible are still out there. Fox 4's Malik Jackson joined us live from KCPD headquarters. Malik, not only are you hearing from one of the victims, but we're seeing video of this shooting from start to finish.
You got video, baby.
And it will leave you stunned. A neighborhood, parents and their kids running in pure terror. We want to warn you, this video is hard to watch.
Whoever did it, just please, just come forward. Because we did not deserve this. I've been up all night crying. Just please come forward.
That's a grandmother who was shot too afraid to put her face on camera as the perpetrators remain on the run. Her 2-year-old grandson was also shot in the back. Both are recovering. Those 2 victims were nearly a full block away from where the shots were fired near 34th and Park Avenue. And as you see, there are multiple gunmen, including the man in the white shirt who first retreats and then runs back, beginning to fire indiscriminately. In total, 4 people were shot, including the grandmother, the 2-year-old, a teenager, and another man, all expected to survive.
I was in the living room with the dogs. We were just watching television. All of a sudden, all of this gunfire rings out.
Dr. Sean Bryant's home, just feet from where this shooting happened, explains the palpable anger that now lives in this neighborhood.
When we have kids in the street playing like they always do, the moms and the dads on this block and down the way are mad. They are livid.
Police are
Livid.
investigating this as an aggravated assault. The brother of that grandmother who was shot, who was having his birthday party, not only fed up, he doesn't believe they'll ever see justice.
I'm just going to be honest. No family's never going to get justice. There should be a better law about these guns.
Did he just speak just then? Shout out to Big Sam for the $5 cash app. Say, is the rose okay? I think the rose is damaged. I really do.
So if you recognize someone from that video, if you know someone that knows something, if you know something, KCPD is pleading with you to reach out to them because no one is in custody for what happened on Saturday night there at 35th.
Nobody in custody. Let me bag it up to where Buddy was shooting indiscriminately. I think that's the word. Buddy right here in the white. Buddy right here in the white. He's trying to fight back in the community.
And as you see, there are multiple gunmen, including the man in the white shirt who first retreats and then runs back, beginning to...
Y'all, do y'all understand that he's shooting? His trajectory is to Mars. That bitch shooting up to Mars. He ain't shooting across at somebody. He's shooting up in the air to let people know he got a gun. Do y'all understand that right now?
The man in the white shirt
Look at
who
this fool.
first retreats and then runs back, beginning to fire indiscriminately.
He probably got a high point. He probably got a high point. For y'all who have high points, please return them guns. Please return them guns.
Near 34th and Park Avenue. And as you see, there are multiple guns.
Now, this person here almost got shot. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Watch it, watch it.
And as you see, there are multiple gunmen, including the man in the white shirt who first retreats and then runs back, beginning to fire indiscriminately. In total,
he's shooting anywhere, dog. Got to be okay. Done shot grandma and her grandbaby. You all got to do better. You all got to do better, man. Move right along. Move right along. Late. Grandma, watch your back. Watch your back. Be careful. Them YNs outside, baby. These YNs outside. And you know what'd be crazy? In the doggy community, the elders is in the community, and they have seen the community crumble, fall down. A lot of them is afraid to go outside. A lot of them is afraid to say anything. You know what I'm saying? Miss Johnson can't speak how she used to speak back like in the 90s or something like that right there, because she'll get popped in her mouth right about now. Bitch get shot in the neck around here playing with these YNs. But it's crazy because these are the same people who, when it's time to vote, they actually do go vote. But for some reason, they don't push for harsher penalties when it comes down to crime. The elders, typically the elder women, because they've been going to the polls since they were born. It's been going to the polls. You know what I'm saying? But since they was able to vote, they have been voting and they have not missed a beat. But they do not force the politicians to do more with crime. And a lot of times the elders is the ones backing up the second chance programs and all this shit, and programs for 12 o'clock at night and all that little dumb shit. Why do y'all be supporting this stuff and they is destroying the same thing that you have fought for all your life? Y'all been voting 40, 50 years for the same shit. I just don't understand it, but then y'all will come on TV. Y'all got to stop doing this. They not going to stop doing it because y'all ain't force your politicians to change anything. And then we got all of the elders, right? We got all the elders, right? We got them in the community. Why ain't y'all no politicians? We got all these elder women. Why y'all not the politicians in y'all communities? Why y'all not city councils and, you know, the people who make decisions? Why aren't y'all that when there's so many of y'all? It's so many of y'all. It's been so many of y'all. Y'all outlived the men because y'all grew up less stressful. Well, with less stress. Men die before y'all because we carry the stress. We carry the majority of the stress. All this time y'all just been out here bullshitting with your legs up. Y'all be loud in the damn community, but don't be loud when it's time to be loud. Y'all listen. Y'all still going to the same old rundown ass church. I'm still talking about the building fund. I ain't hating on the building fund. Shout out to my pimp player pastor partners out here in the Doggo Street. Gets God's money. You do that right there. Gets God's money. Yeah. Gets God's money. You know, bought Pastor a house with all the damn donations that y'all done gave, and y'all still living pillar pole. Y'all still listen. There's a whole bunch of y'all elders who renting. Y'all still living in the same neighborhood and still renting. But y'all done bought Pastor a house. All of them deposits. All them deposits, and you ain't get nothing on your return. And then y'all don't be playing the stock market. I ain't finna put my money in the stock market. I may lose me some money. Bitch, you giving your money to the church. You lost your money. Just saying, and listen. I respect the game. Shout out to my pimp player pastor partners. But there's so many of the elders who is in the community, man, who have not stepped up and been a real voice for the community. Because y'all will be out in the streets talking and all that fly shit in places that it really don't count. Y'all ain't sitting on the boards of nothing. Y'all ain't sitting on the boards of nothing. But, hey, man, I appreciate y'all. Move right along. In case y'all didn't know, Auntie out of Atlanta done kidnapped churn. And she black. I don't understand. We got a black auntie / babysitter done kidnapped 2 sisters. We kidnapping children. Y'all, it's something in the water. It's something in the water, or maybe she took that thing that they told us that we need to take some years back so we can live. Because we don't kidnap children. No. That's light of you shit. Can we just keep it 100? We ain't what we gonna do with the kid? We don't like we don't like to keep our own kids for 24 hours. We got to send children off to school and shit. It's a kidnap. But anyway, we got a dizzy bitch. Listen, when I tell y'all that a little bit dizzy, watch this, y'all. We got the churn though. Here we go.
That we're getting new body camera video of the moments when Atlanta police were able to rescue 2 kidnapped little girls, 2 sisters here in Atlanta. And this comes as the suspect in this case has waived her first court appearance. Ray Urena joins us live with the latest on this story. Ray, what are you learning?
Tell us about it, Ray.
Well, Ariel, like
we got video, y'all.
Suspect Lakeisha Brown, she was supposed to be in court earlier this morning, just a few miles away at the Fulton County Jail at 11 a.m. for her initial hearing, but she decided to waive that hearing, so she was not in court today. Just a little bit about her charges. She's charged with 2 counts of kidnapping and 2 counts of cruelty to children in the first degree. And as you mentioned, Atlanta police just put out new body camera video that shows the moments that officers rescued these 2 girls, ages 4 and 11 months old, respectively, from a tow trailer in Southwest Atlanta. We're playing that video now. From the beginning, you can see that investigators are using what looks like to be a cinder block to try and break the lock on this tow trailer before another officer comes in with bolt cutters, and then they eventually open the door to that tow trailer where they find the suspect, Lakeisha Brown, and 4-year-old Zola Cooper and 11-month-old Nora Cooper inside. We just got a copy of the arrest warrants from Lakeisha Brown from authorities, and they say inside that trailer there was no air conditioning, and they say yesterday the temperatures peaked at about 97 degrees. So that trailer had no air conditioning, but it did have an open ventilation window at the top of that trailer. So some new information about that trailer, and as it appears, it looks like one of those storage trailers that you kind of pull behind your vehicle whenever you're moving from place to place. So that's the nature of what investigators found. Also, we are learning more about her jail records and her past history to that 2021 case in Alabama that she's...
This silly bit laying up in the locked tow trailer, laying on the bed with 2 children. It bitch is incognito. Shout that baby out for having her real and a big ass forehead. And it's crazy though, cause she can still get it. She can still get it. I'm just saying, cause we don't give a damn.
She's also accused of being a suspect in where she allegedly kidnapped a 4-day-old baby. And jail records show that right now she has active warrants out of Paulding County and Jefferson County.
Y'all understand that she already had a background of kidnapping a and she freaked a 4-month-old baby? Say that again.
Nature of what investigators found. Also, we are learning more about her jail records and her past history to that 2021 case in Alabama that she's also accused of being a suspect in where she allegedly kidnapped a 4-day-old baby. And jail records show that right now she has active warrants out of Paulding County and Jefferson County, Alabama. And according to Alabama court records, Brown apparently did not show for a scheduled start of a jury trial back on May of this year. And that was connected, of course, to that 4-day-old baby case in 2021. And yesterday afternoon, prosecutors in Alabama filed a motion to revoke her bond, stating that she violated the conditions as a result of her new charges and by failing to appear in court. Police told us yesterday that she did have a warrant out for that specific offense. And the mom in this case, Alicia Redding, she has said that this woman, Lakeisha Brown, she gained her trust over years and years, and this was over the course of a year, I should say. She says that this was the first time that she allowed her to babysit her children. We talked to her yesterday. Here's what she had to say.
The first time I let her take them with her, she just used to be around, and I was always around when she was around. That's why it's crazy, because she ain't show nothing. She ain't show nothing like, oh, I can't let them be around my kids. It was like a regular auntie, like the auntie right here.
And so here we're in Northwest Atlanta, where this investigation began. We talked.
Should y'all let people watch y'all churn who held way back like that right there? Huh? Should y'all let people watch your churn and the hairline and shit? They done ate it out. And y'all ladies got to stop going dread once y'all done ate all this shit right here out. Because in my mind, that's what happened. And or she went to wearing wigs while having dreads. Y'all play too damn much. But she was like a little auntie or something. And shout out baby out for having a tattoo on the neck. I ain't saying people with tattoos on their necks are bad people. I just like going on the point out that baby got a tattoo on the neck.
To the family, we've been talking to the aunt. She says that the family may want to speak about the new body camera and about the new information that's coming out later on today. So we're standing by just in case we do hear from the family later on today. But overall, Ariel, there's a lot of new information that's coming out today, just a day after officers were able to find those 2 children safe and sound. We have been told by the arrest warrants that those children were taken to Children's just to be evaluated as well.
Ray, thank you so much for the update. It was incredible to be able to see that body camera footage. One of the things that struck me is just, I know when investigators held their news conference yesterday, they talked about this trailer, and I assumed that it was a trailer like, like a single wide, right? Or something like that that someone would actually be living in. Not a tow trailer for a truck. I mean, this is not a living space.
Well, they is saying that it's hard to rent. It did have ventilation because it had ventilation at the top. It reminds me of my trailer. You know what I'm saying? But these are the type of trailers that you can put your 4-wheelers in, your motorcycles in, your lawn equipment in and stuff. If you a mobile mechanic type stuff, if you a tire changer person and shit, if you got your own little business doing it like that right there, these are the type of trailers that you would use out here in these streets. I don't know how she got hold of one of them damn trailers, because they're not cheap. They're going to cost you like a few dollars. You know what I'm saying? But she got a one. And that's where she was living.
No, and investigators said as much.
With her 2 children.
In their arrest warrant, they described the conditions in there as uninhabitable and not suitable for human occupation. But
I thought that if you have a roof over your head, because if you live in your car, you're not considered homeless. So if you live in one of these tow trailers, then you should not be considered homeless. And it has ventilation. It has ventilation. It just ain't got no windows and shit, but it got ventilation and it has a door on it. You know what I'm saying? It has a front door and a back door, or it have a side door and a back door. It has ventilation. It ain't got no running water and shit. Hell, but a car don't have no running water either. So,
what the investigators said themselves in the probable cause portion of the arrest warrants, which we just got in the past hour. So I'm sure that when people hear trailer, they're thinking, oh, this is maybe a fifth wheel from a recreational vehicle, or like you said, a single wide trailer that's in the apartment complex. But it turns out to be some sort of storage tow trailer instead, that thankfully investigators.
So I got a question. So was this her excursion? Was she pulling the trailer with her excursion?
You guys were able to get to these kids before anything happened. As they said yesterday, these kids are in good health and are expected to be okay, Ariel.
Where the hell do she get a lift jack from? I don't think y'all see the little lift jack. Look. It's in the corner.
For another
this is a lift jack. You know the thing that they use at Amazon and shit like that right there? Lowe's or something like that right there? That's a lift jack.
Comes in with bolt cutters, and then they eventually open the door to that tow trailer where they find the suspect, Lakeisha Brown, and 4-year-old Zola Cooper and 11-month-old.
I wonder what she was saying, man. They got to give us the pure body cam so we can hear what she was saying. Like these my kids. Leave us alone.
Cooper,
we homeless.
Inside, we just got a copy of the arrest warrants from Lakeisha Brown from authorities.
Look at Lakeisha.
And they say inside that.
Shout out to Lakeisha here. I got another little video real quick, but go ahead.
They're safe after Atlanta police say their babysitter kidnapped them. We've been on the search for these children.
Shot them children out for having they real, because y'all know how their mamas is. Y'all know how these mamas is out here. Not their mama, but y'all know how these mamas is with the babies and they good real hair. Go ahead.
Since Channel 2 Action News this morning, Channel 2's Michael Seidens live at the complex in Southwest Atlanta, where police found those sisters safe. Michael.
And Karen, it is all quiet now, but earlier today, this entire complex area swarmed with police after they got a tip that a woman was staying in a trailer with 2 young children. Detectives rushed out here and police say they started searching the property when they heard a baby crying. 4-year-old Zola and 11-month-old Nora are safe and back with their family after a frantic search to find them. But their mother says she's still trying to understand why someone she considered a friend would take her children.
I trusted her, and she broke that trust.
Redding says that trust started about a year ago after she met Lakeisha Brown through a Facebook group for mothers. We obtained this post showing Brown offering expectant mothers free braids, a pedicure, and a massage.
If you is an expectant mom, I'm going to give you free braids and a pedicure and a massage. That's how she got them. That's how she befriended these people. Go ahead.
Redding says the two became friends, and Saturday night, she agreed to let Brown take her daughters out.
And you know what'd be crazy? Somebody can be offering women some for free, like that, the massage and shit like that right there, and they won't even tip. You know that's sad.
She asked me could she take the kids out for a day out, and I told her yes, she could.
Redding says they agreed Brown would bring the girls back to her mother's home in Northwest Atlanta, but she never showed. Instead, Redding says Brown started texting her claiming she and the children had been in a crash on I-285.
Yeah. She said they was at a standstill on 285, and she said that they was in a semi-truck had hit them.
Redding says Brown claimed the children had been taken to a hospital, but when Redding started calling hospitals herself.
But when I called all the children's hospitals and the adult hospitals, they weren't in the system.
These text messages show Redding's desperation as the hours passed. Where are my kids? And later, please give me my kids back. But Monday morning, Atlanta police say their investigation led them here, an apartment complex on Sylvan Road.
And while on scene, working with some of the people of the community, we learned about some information about our suspect possibly being in the area.
Police say someone at the complex pointed investigators towards a trailer on the property, then detectives heard something.
Our fugitive detectives responded to that information, and while they were in the area, they heard the sounds of a baby crying.
Shout out to Roshan for the $2 cash out. You say the devil gives gifts too. Facts.
So again, police telling us those kids were taken to a local hospital. They're being checked out by doctors before they're released to their parents. The suspect, she is still under investigation. They say the motive remains under investigation. But police did confirm this afternoon that she was charged in a similar case in Alabama. We are gathering those details, and we're working on that part of the story for Channel 2 Action News at 5. For now, we're live in Southwest Atlanta. I'm Michael Seiden, Channel 2 Action.
I can damn near tell y'all that she ain't really finna do no time. Now I'm finna tell her a way that she can kind of beat these cases real quick. All she got to do is say that she postpartum. Now listen, they did not say that she have children, but let me explain the postpartum. The postpartum, all she got to do is say that she had a miscarriage, and she been traumatized by her miscarriage, and that's why she had been like taking the babies. She been taking the babies, and she been like unstable. She ain't got no family. She ain't really got no place to stay. She live in a trailer, but everybody like don't know that she live in the trailer and stuff. So she's like embarrassed, and she can't find a good man, and all the men that took advantage of her. Just blame the men. Say that you done had a miscarriage, and you ain't really had like no place to stay, and you fighting demons and shit. Oh, Jesus. Girl, tell them God told you to take them children. Just tell them that God told you to take them children, and then they will not classify you as crazy. I'm trying to help because, listen, she ain't gonna get no time. That baby finna do no damn time. And then we will have some women that say, well, we don't know what she was going through, though. We had no idea what people be going through. She need to talk to somebody. Yeah. We need to give her a second chance. If we just pray for her. Where is our good Dr. Umar at right now so he can blame us? He can blame us men. Because if she had a man, if she had a strong man who would kept her in her femininity by being a leader. Yeah. It'd be like that right there sometimes. I am on the gram, and I just be scrolling like on the gram. Well, did I say I don't even much want to talk about it right now. She ain't got on no drawers. Got to be more careful. I am so nasty, or is the things that they is showing me is so nasty. Oh, what is the color called? Like when you white but you not white, you black but you white. What is that color? Damn it, I'm looking at it. She ain't got no damn drawers. Baby, why you ain't got no drawers? Got that sundress. Shout out to the sundresses. Oh, what is that color called though? It's a color because y'all call it something and it's like rare, but y'all probably went to school with like one on. You know what I'm saying? Because I went to school with two on. You know, some like brothers. Albino. That baby albino. You got on no drawers, got on the sundress. That's what's up. She getting her views up though. That's what's up. Women ain't got to do shit and get all the views. Got to be more careful. Y'all will be sorry and stupid, but you get the views. I don't. Bitch ain't got to put in no work. Bitch just got to go outside and just, well, not even outside. Just record, and upload. That's it. That's why I don't be taking them all serious. Like I really don't put in no work like that right there. But anyway. Willie, stop hating. We have a situation. Oh. One of our officers was down out here in the doggone streets. Damn it, I don't like this video, but I got to show y'all this video. A police officer's life was in danger. But we caught the suspect. Because the suspect has been accused of dragging a police officer hundreds of yards during a traffic stop out here because our officer done grabbed onto the car. Here we go.
And new developments tonight in the search for that driver. It's over. In this video, see behind me, seen speeding off. We slowed it down for you. The officer right here clinging to the door of this car, and that driver just keeps on going. This is slow motion. The cop holding on with everything he has got. We brought this to you as breaking news on Channel 2 Action News at 6. It happened in Newton County at the Quick Trip on Highway 142 in Covington, right between I-20 and Highway 278. New at 11. We now know the suspect's name is Destiny Riggins. They arrested her around 8:30 tonight. Channel 2's Courtney Francisco live now at Grady Memorial Hospital. And Courtney, the officer who was dragged is there tonight.
He arrived here in stable condition, George. We expect him to survive. He might have to stay overnight, though. And while we've been here, 2 other of our team members have been in Covington getting the latest on the search. Take a look.
New video shows the moment a manhunt came to an end in Covington Friday night.
Definitely craziest thing I've seen over here.
A crowd of workers and customers were watching police conduct a traffic stop at a gas station around 4:30 Friday afternoon. Police say the woman behind the wheel was wanted for shoplifting at a nearby Walmart, but decided to make a run for it with an officer clinging onto her door.
The cop grabbed onto the side of the car and they drug him all the way around the building, the quick trip all the way to the side.
Police say the officer hung on for a few hundred yards and flew off when the driver took a turn. Medics rushed him to Grady Memorial Hospital.
I could see something on his head. I'm not sure if he might have hit his head when he fell off the car, but you can definitely, and you can see it in the officers' faces how kind of I don't want to say distraught, but upset that they were.
Officers found the car, took 2 people in it to the station for questioning, but detectives told us still no driver.
A lot of this is moving. This is one of those cases that by the time I get done here and go back inside, we may have a whole nother chapter.
At 8:30, he had an update. Police arrested the suspect, Destiny Riggins, at the Magnolia Heights apartments on Highway 36. I asked if she said why she drove off.
She's actually in our interview room with 2 detectives, and we're trying to decide that right now.
They have the officer's body camera. They'd like to see your video as evidence, too, if you caught the encounter on camera.
It just happened so fast.
Yeah, very wild. Don't expect to see this every day.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely praying for him and his family.
That's what's up.
Yeah, definitely praying for him. Channel 2's Courtney Francisco back live now from Grady Memorial Hospital. So, Courtney, what charges here are we looking at for this driver?
Yeah, what charges?
She faces charges of fleeing, shoplifting, and aggravated assault on a police officer. And the detective said all that could change based on the officer's condition right here tonight, George.
All right, Courtney,
it's going to change for her getting charged with less. It's going to, I promise you, listen, boy, these girls do not be, man, and they be wanting equality too, dog. They be wanting equality and just not being held to the same standards as true players out here in these streets. And I know, y'all just girls. I get it. But got to be more careful. Move right along. I ain't gonna be much hold you. Now, I'm just looking at something. And boy, we just ain't gonna win. I got another one. Real quick. All the food is just finna be contaminated. Watch it. Look at that. Look at that. Dog, it ain't holding right. Let me go on to grab it different. Look at that. We got another one. Another safety concern. Another, another recall or outbreak or something. Be careful. And y'all been buying this stuff for your children and y'all thought that, damn it, these are healthy choices. Outshine fruit bars have been recalled nationwide over possible glass contamination. Somebody crushing up glass inside the ice cream bars. And so, well, not ice cream, the fruit bars. This is in the frozen section, huh? 5 flavors of Outshine fruit bars have been recalled due to the frozen treat that may contain glass, according to the parent company, Dreyer's Grand Ice Cream, something like that. The recall products, which were sold nationwide, are in the 2 to 5 ounce strawberry, watermelon, grape, tangerine, and black cherry flavors, packaged in 6-count boxes, according to the August 16th statement by the company. Now, why? Now, if y'all got churn like I had churn, them shit, like half of them would be gone like on the first day. Half of them would be gone when you get back from the grocery store, huh? And listen, the Outshine bars is expensive, ain't it? Ain't it expensive? Y'all, it's only 6 in the box, ain't it? 6, is it 2 or 3 or 5? Damn it, it's packaged. It's a 6-box count. They got glass in them, like y'all in jail or something. I don't know, but anyway, throw them out or take them back to the store and get your refund. Do your due diligence. Don't get caught but sucking on them and now you bleeding out the mouth. That's not a good thing. Moving right along, I ain't gonna much hold you. Got to be more careful. Jesus. What we gonna do? What we gonna do with the food? It's just crazy. Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right. We stuck at 98. I'm finna be quiet. We at 98. I'll wait on y'all. Oh, my bad. Pleasant Candles, pleasantcandles.com. Remember, this is hurricane season right out here in these doggone streets. And even if you're not in the great state of Florida, you can still go through like a natural disaster. And when natural disasters, the powers go out here in these streets. And when the powers go out, you're going to need to be able to see, because your phone is not going to be able to stay charged because you ain't got no damn power. You know, you would normally use your flashlights on your phone, but you're going to run out of power, and you don't want to run out of power on your doggone phone. So candles, Pleasant Candles, the biggest, hugest, the largest candle company in the world out here in the street. Everything is Willie poured, nothing the third party. Everything comes from my warehouse to your house. And if you would like to change the smell, the aroma, the essence, I think that goes right, the essence of your area, please go around there to Pleasant Candles, pleasantcandles.com. Let me refresh. You know, some pat on the back. Y'all done made over 100 with a thumbs up. Appreciate that right there. Appreciate that right there. Now, I got to show y'all this right here, too, because they got some new slang. They talking about new slang. I haven't even watched this here yet, but let me click and stop it so I can bring y'all and have y'all up. We going back to Instagram. I was just scrolling and I saw this. You say Gen Z newest slang calling low quality content polyester. Polyester to call out low effort videos and overly polished online trends. Originating in video editing circles, the new slang is quickly becoming TikTok's favorite way to champion real authenticity over cheap content. Well, let's see what they're talking about, because I haven't even watched it.
I don't know, whack, weak.
Well, close, but Merriam-Webster's official definition is any group of polymers that consist basically of repeated units of an ester and are used especially in making fibers or plastics. As an adjective, it's characterized by inelegant or unsophisticated middle-class taste. Gen Z, meanwhile, has popularized the term polyester on social media as a straight-up diss.
It means low quality, but it has its origins also in like video editing. Like they talk about polyester being, low quality video, low color video cuts, things like that.
Mark Beal, a professor at the Rutgers University School of Communication, adds while each generation puts their own spin on the same terminology, current vernacular is shaped by the cultural landscape.
With Gen Z, I call them an unprecedented generation of content creators. Obviously, millennials were kind of the first to create content, but an unprecedented generation, right? They're creating content, consuming content across what we call their big three: TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.
Calling out inauthenticity as polyester is also a way to push back against what Beal calls the golden age of influencers.
I don't know, whack, weak.
Well, close, but Merriam-Webster.
I'm about to say polyester hate is low IQ. Damn it, so because of a video may not be up to par, say 16% polyester, 94% cotton. That's a lot of 100. That's over 100 right there. Anyway, everybody can't have this thing called polished videos. Everybody is not like a CNN or, you know what I'm saying, professional like that. So we typically is doing videos off our phone and stuff like that. But low quality, you may feel like low quality. It is what it is. They just be coming up with some shit. And listen, this is when the news ain't got nothing to do. This is literally when the news has nothing to do. Y'all talking about and I do understand that we got to listen to the Gen Zers because they is the ones who is like finna come up after us. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Now, I was on Instagram too, and I also saw, remember last week, or yeah. Today Wednesday? Today Wednesday. Gotta be more careful. No, damn it, today Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. So last week when I was on, I spoke about all the people who, no, did I? No, I didn't talk about this. I talked about another company who had fired a lot of people, right? Who was going out of business. Now, who the hell was going out of business? Damn it, was it Tyson Foods? I think it was Tyson Foods. Yeah. Anyway, I came across a video on Instagram where somebody was recording while they was getting fired. Let me go and put this up on the screen. Listen. That's what I was talking about. The firing of 700 workers. All right. The company says downsizing due to the rising costs of beef and historic cattle shortages. Yeah. We talked about that last week. I was trying to wait to see whether they were going to jump on somebody or something, but I guess they're not finna fight for their job. I thought that we finna have a fight, but imagine being in this room and listen. If I'm not mistaken, they pay union dues. I think that they just said the union did not. Yeah, the workers' union. They were paying dues and stuff like that. Typically, if you have a union, if you is a part of a union, you just can't be fired like that. They have to go through the union, the process and all that stuff right there. But yeah, so you can't get fired, but you can still lose your damn job, even with paying union dues. Unions typically fight for better wages and safer environments and stuff like that right there. You say unions are scams, and it could be. A lot of people believe that the unions are scams, but a lot of people appreciate them unions. Because again, if your company that you work for don't have a union, I don't give a damn about how long you done been there. It's turn you right on back round and get on up out of here. We no longer need your services without a union. I found out the hard way like back in the 90s. I lost my job on a day off. Say I was stealing boxes or something like shit like that. But and I was so hurt because damn it, I put my heart in. I was loyal. That was the last, and I just want to say that was the last company I was loyal to. The last. I refused to be loyal. Y'all got me messed up. We got another one. We got another one dead. I don't even know who Buddy is, but let's go on and put him up on the screen. Put him up on the screen in case y'all may not know who Buddy is, but maybe y'all know who Buddy is. Milwaukee. A Milwaukee rapper has been killed, headed to the studio to go ahead on and drop a track out here in these streets. Don't know how Buddy had done died. They say that he was a part of a double shooting. Let's see what's going on.
Family identified one of the victims as a Milwaukee rapper. The scene unfolded this afternoon inside a building near 31st and Cameron. 12 News' Jasmine Franklin is live on the big story here at 10. Jasmine, it was certainly at a very emotional scene there tonight.
Exactly, Blake. People at the scene were screaming and crying for several hours this afternoon. Family members identifying the victim killed as a Milwaukee rapper who goes by the name Funny Money. His family tells me he was on his way to the studio to record new music when his life was cut short.
Funny Money.
An emotional and chaotic scene near 31st in Cameron Monday.
My little brother, I just called and talked to him yesterday, bro.
2 people found shot and killed inside a building. One victim identified by loved ones as a Milwaukee rapper who goes by Funny Money. His sister shared this photo with 12 News. Crime scene tape spanned several blocks on Monday for more than 4 hours. The rapper's family did not want to share his real name with 12 News, but say he was heading to record music at a studio nearby.
My brother was a funny person. He a rapper. The situation that happened, I don't even know what happened.
The last thing I said to my uncle was, I love him, be safe.
And he said, I'm always safe from this. And that was about it.
News Chopper 12 exclusively capturing the scene from above.
You can see detectives standing in front of it. There is a couple of evidence technician vans here as well. We saw a group of them walk down to Lincoln Creek. They were looking down over the edge. There's still a couple of officers there, and then they came with a plastic bag and a brown bag, and they carried that back to one of the vehicles here.
Detectives not revealing a motive or what may have led up to the shooting, but they did arrest a 28-year-old. News Chopper 12 there as police took photographs of a man in handcuffs.
And Jasmine back with us now. Do we know anything about the second victim killed?
So police say there were two victims, a 33-year-old and the other victim has not been identified. Now, family members of Funny Money say he may have been heading to the studio with a music producer at the time of the shooting all unfolding.
All right, Jasmine Franklin reporting live.
Got to be more careful. Shot kid 23 for the $2 cash out. He said, I got 2 boxes in my freezer. Shaking my head. That's what's up. Appreciate that right there. Listen, the sister done snapped out here. Cut that my brother. Let me see. I feel it though.
His life was cut short. An emotional and chaotic.
Why do we, and I do understand that we have been taught, but why is it that a person will tell you, man, you don't want to see your kinfolk like that, dead like that right there, dog. Like you don't want to see it. I want to see it. There's a lot of people who want to see it. You just ain't gonna tell me that such had to die. Bitch, let me see. Let me see for me. But then the concept about it is because that's the last. People will tell you that you don't want to see your person or your loved ones dead like that because that's the last image that you have of that person. And I just want to say, don't nobody give a damn about the last image of the person. Huh? You got way more other images. Huh? You got other images that your mind can filter through. You got pictures of shit in your house of that person. You know what I'm saying? So, damn it, let me see. The brains will blow out. Let me see the brains on the ground and damn it, on the wall or something. I could be weird like that. But damn it, the sisters say, man, let me see. Y'all just saying that my kinfolk dead out here, dog.
Was cut short. An emotional and chaotic scene near 31st in Cameron Monday.
My little brother, I
don't understand why she don't want to or did not give the people her little brother name, though. Why wouldn't you want the public to know his name when you all is going to want the public to help out solving this murder, right?
Called and talked to him yesterday, bro.
2 people found shot and killed inside a building. One victim identified by loved ones as a Milwaukee rapper who goes by Funny Money. His sister shared this photo with 12.
Somebody say, well, that's probably why he got popped out here playing with that Funny Money. Could
News.
Be.
Crime scene tape spanned several blocks on Monday for more than 4 hours. The rapper's family.
Ain't no men. Now, I'm not even saying that this is all family, but ain't no men. Is that a man at the end? Hold on. That could be a dude.
4 hours. The rapper's family did not.
A dude. That's a dude.
Not want to share his real name with 12 News, but say he was heading.
But why wouldn't they want to share his real name though? What's up with that? I don't see the problem.
To record music at a studio nearby.
My brother was a funny person. He a rapper. The situation that happened, I don't even know what happened. I'm just.
The last thing I said to
the situation that happened, and then I don't know what happened. It's like the second or third time I heard somebody about to say something, but stop themselves from saying something, which then make me think that you know something that you don't want to say something about. Just in my mind.
The last thing I said.
I'm just. I don't even know what happened. I'm just.
The last thing I said to my uncle was, I love him, be safe. And he said, I'm always safe from this. And I was
always safe, nephew is what he said to you. You couldn't get the word out, but he did say, I'm always safe, nephew.
And he said, I'm always safe, nephew.
See, he was about to say it, but damn it, the words weren't popping. But anyway, I done told y'all about calling yourself rappers. I told y'all about calling yourself rappers because y'all don't live that long. Trying to tell you something, but you're hard-headed out here in these streets. Moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much hoe. Yeah, I ain't gonna eat much hoe. Now, who is this? That's somebody, baby? That's somebody, baby. Y'all come on in, hit the thumbs up button. Now, do not be afraid. We got should I do? Oh, we got a mama. Okay. Is this the mama? We got a mama. Hold on. Let me give y'all this one. Possibly let y'all get on up out of here. We got a Monroe mama who is charged with the killing of her 2-month-old and accused of knocking off her 5-month-old. Children is best left with their mamas.
Roe is in jail charged in the death of a baby. And now we are learning this isn't the first time she has been tied to the death of one of her own children. Monroe police arrested 27-year-old Natricia Wright yesterday at a home on Bragg Street. Police say back in May, Wright fell asleep while co-sleeping with the baby and the child died. She's now charged with involuntary manslaughter and felony child abuse. But as we mentioned, WBTV has learned this is...
Why she look so sad on her Instagram photo?
Not the first time Wright has been charged following the death of one of her babies. Back in 2020, Wright and the child's father, Shedrick Gelman, were arrested in Chester County, South Carolina, after their 5-month-old son was found dead. According to the arrest warrant, investigators said the baby suffered from chronic malnutrition after Wright and the father failed to provide adequate food or health care. The child's death was ruled a homicide, and both parents were initially charged with homicide by child abuse. That's a charge that carries 20 years to life in prison. However, Wright was not ultimately convicted of that charge. Court records show she pleaded guilty in 2023 to the lesser charge of placing a child at risk or of harm or willfully abandoning a child, and she was placed on probation.
Willfully abandoning. She pleaded to willfully abandoning a child, and bitch got probation.
Now, 3 years later, she's facing charges in the death of another one of her children.
Now she's facing charges in the death.
Monroe police say those charges followed a nearly 3-month investigation. Wright was in court today on these new charges, where she was given a $750,000 bond. Or of harm or willfully abandoning a child by child abuse. That's a charge that carries 20 years to life in prison. That's where initially...
We don't care what the charge carry when y'all not going to give her no time, period. Stop saying... I just wish that we stopped doing this in the media, telling people, well, they could face up to 375 years in prison. But in the end, they get no time. So why tell us what they could have faced then? Y'all know good as hell well that we not giving our time like that.
Charged
for women.
Homicide by child abuse. That's a charge that carries 20 years to life.
Homicide by child abuse. Homicide by child abuse. Got it.
In prison. However, Wright was not ultimately convicted of that charge. Court records show she pleaded guilty in 2023 to the lesser charge of placing a child at risk or of harm or willfully abandoning a child.
Shouldn't that be child abuse too? Huh? Back it up.
She pleaded guilty in 2023 to the lesser charge of placing a child at risk or...
Placing a child at risk. That in itself should be child abuse.
Harm or willfully abandoning a child.
Willfully abandoning a child, you is abusing the child if you is abandoning the child. Am I slow? Am I the problem? She pleaded to willfully abandoning the child. Why is that not child abuse? I don't understand. I don't understand. They say, Willie, you probably did her first child story. I do believe that I did because of this picture. Because of this beautiful couple picture. I'm pretty sure I did this story. I don't miss a good loving story like this. No, hell no. Like you say, she's gonna go out and have another one. Facts. That's exactly what had to happen. She back in the news now with this sad ass face right here. Oh, Oh, she looks sad. It like she loved it, her baby, don't it? All right.
The lesser charge of placing a child at risk or of harm or willfully abandoning a child, and she was placed on probation. Now, 3 years later, she's facing charges in the death of another one of her children.
That's because the system dropped the ball. The child would be alive if the system didn't drop the ball.
Monroe police say those charges followed a nearly 3-month investigation. Wright was in court today on these new charges, where she was given a $750,000 bond.
Y'all stupid.
Brought to you by Apple Card.
Care nothing about none of that right there. You just gonna let the bitch just kill her babies and just stay out here living, man. Oh my God. Now listen. So now we're gonna try to give her a little time, like a year and a day or something like that, because you know she was going through a little postpartum. They might blame it on C-19. They might blame it on C-19. Remember the lad bitch who had done killed her baby and shot her husband and shot her other baby? She had done got off because of what she went through because of COVID. She had COVID psychosis or some fly shit like that right there. They let the bitch go home. Damn! Just keep that one in your back pocket. You know what I'm saying? Moving right along. I ain't gonna much hold you. We have an outraged mom. Because she had to go ahead on and identify her baby, her 22-year-old daughter who had done got shot out here in these streets. Here we go.
Now learning more about the woman who was shot and killed by Jacksonville police during a domestic call in Arlington late last night.
The woman's mother has identified her as 22-year-old Asia Bennett. News4Jax reporter Scott Johnson spoke with Bennett's mother after JSO said she was shot because she was armed with a knife and moved toward an officer.
Shock and disbelief by Chrissy Duncan, who can't believe what just happened to her 22-year-old daughter, Asia Bennett.
I would have never thought, though, like that JSO would have killed my kid. Like, she is so,
She was finna say because her child was small, because she was finna call her tiny, that's why the police shouldn't have not shot her with a weapon? Something wrong with women. And shot this good bum out having a tattoo on her neck. I ain't saying people with tattoos on their necks is bad. People I'd like to go on point out the baby got a tattoo on her neck. Go ahead.
Like, she's the sweetest. You'll never hear nothing from Asia.
Until she got a knife in her hand.
She's not. I mean, they killed my kid for no reason.
Here's what we...
They told you she had a knife in her hand. She said they killed my baby. They killed my baby for no reason.
Happened in this Arlington neighborhood. JSO pulls up and is approached by a man who says he argued with his girlfriend, Asia Bennett. Investigators say she approached them with a knife. They gave her verbal commands to drop it, but she moved forward toward the officer. Then they shot her. While on the ground, she tried to get up and again moved toward the officer. JSO says, still holding a knife, they shot her again. That is something Duncan takes major issue with. One thing this mother says that she thought was odd was that police officers didn't come from the scene here, drive over to her house and knock on the door. She got a call on her phone in the middle of the night from a state attorney's office investigator.
Say a waste of pretty. Facts.
Like, no ma'am, she's at the hospital and she's been hurt. I don't even remember that. But they were saying something and I said, well, what do you mean? I said, is my daughter dead? Is that what you were saying? And I said, yes, ma'am, your daughter's dead and she was shot by JSO, Jacksonville Sheriff's Office.
Now Duncan is in agony over what happened and the domestic situation she says her daughter was caught in.
No one even looked into that. No one even seen that she's a victim of domestic violence. And you shot and killed my kid.
You say nobody even looked into that she's a victim of domestic violence. Ain't got shit to do with her coming outside with or having a knife approaching law enforcement.
Agony over what happened and the domestic situation she says her daughter was caught in.
No one even looked into that. No one even seen that she's a victim of domestic violence. And
so by her being a victim of domestic violence, she's supposed to have the ability to threaten law enforcement and possibly kill law enforcement because she done been through some shit.
You shot and killed my kid. Like, no, you shot once. Like, she may have survived that, but then you shot again. And my kid's 110 pounds.
So 110 pounds can't kill nothing, 110 pounds can't harm nothing. I'm sick of y'all be talking about the damn weight. Because for some reason, it's always the living who be discussing the weight as if the person who had done died didn't know that they was in a different weight class. Huh? And weight ain't got nothing to... Listen, if she would have had a gun, we wouldn't be around here talking about weight. Huh? Children is shooting children. We don't talk about weight when a 5-year-old shoots a sibling. Now, do we? No, we don't.
As far as police-involved shootings, this is number 13 this year.
Okay.
All of 2025, JSO had 17. So for now, the agency is on pace to eclipse that number. Scott Johnson, Channel 4.
Getting the numbers up. We're getting the numbers up. Listen, this is why, I want y'all to pay attention to the screen. This is why she thought she can come on outside with a knife and charge at law enforcement because she's pretty. Now, I know what y'all thinking. Now, why would such a pretty girl be in a domestic situation? Because that's what we like. Y'all gonna stop telling me that I'm not right. Y'all gonna stop telling me that I'm not right. I don't give a damn how fine, how gorgeous you is. A non-domestic love relationship is boring. It's just boring. That's just a fact. A fact. It ain't my truth. It ain't your truth. It's a fact. It's boring. Ain't nobody throw no glass at you or nothing. Ain't nobody try to hit you with a car yet. The fuck? What is you doing? Obviously, you doing something wrong if you ain't been jumped on. Ooh, that's a shirt. You doing something wrong if you ain't been jumped on. Let me see. You doing, let me shorthand, doing something wrong. Let's do wrong. Jumped on. I could just leave it like that. Jumped on. If you ain't been jumped on, you ain't been cussed out and shit. You ain't possibly been ran over nothing. You ain't had a knife been thrown at you or something. Nothing. You ain't been slapped in your mouth. None of that. You ain't been choked. You ain't been gut checked. Nothing. Your mama ain't been called a bitch several times. Nothing. What type of life you living? I'm just saying. Y'all give yourself a pat on the back. Y'all made it to the end of the night news on this wonderful, it's Tuesday, right? This wonderful Tuesday, August the 18th, 20 to 26. Appreciate y'all for being around here. I am Willie Williams. Y'all please remember, go around to the Willie Williams Show 4 channel, 7 channel, accept and agree channel. Subscribe. Even if you think that you subscribe, please go on back around there and see if you is subscribed. Because for some reason, it seems like y'all still not getting notification when the player do post up something, and I want y'all to get notifications when the player do post up something. I need the support, like I always say. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show says just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la, or your life is your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. I really do appreciate y'all rocking with a player. Remember, before y'all leave here, make sure that you done hit the thumbs up button. Y'all please remember, go right here to Pleasant Candles. PleasantCandles.com, the biggest, hugest, the largest candle company out here in the world, Craig. I'm on. What was that right there? Got that right there. We got that there out the way. Bam, we did that. Got that. That's stupid. Did I? Well, why is that showing like that? Did that cut me off? Oh, I was finna say what the hell going on. I got look like something white on my thing. Oh, that's that gray hair. I thought that a booger. Got no booger. I'm a true player. Anyway, y'all finna go ahead on and get on up out of here, man. I want y'all to do that one thing I always ask y'all to do, and y'all always seem to do it because y'all always be around here when the player do go live. And that is stay alive. I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all. Y'all have a wonderful